Hey everybody, this is Jason, Zombie Collector, and I wanted to do a quick video for Tony Psych'd baseball cards. Now listen guys, I'm going to say it out loud. You might want to save this because it might never be said again. I'm a scumbag. And I'm the worst kind because I'm one of Tony's biggest fans. He sent me a care package way early on, a year and a half ago maybe now. And he's obviously been a big fan of mine. He comments on every single one of my videos. He always has an encouraging word. And he's a great guy. And I do the same thing for him. But as I've told you all recently, I've been getting behind so much because of this life. And it's no excuse because people like Tony deserve to have a video done in his honor for his 500 subscriber video. Now, the contest is over. The winners have been picked or whatnot. And it's not even about that. It's about me doing the thing that I believe it's right, which is doing a response video for a great pillar of this community and a great man himself. So his contest was very nice. It was like, shed some light on cards from your collection that haven't been brought into the light in a while. Some of the cards you've forgotten. Some ones that need to come out and breathe a little bit and kind of be like, hey, don't forget me. And so I wanted to do that for him. And so I went to my rummage box and I kind of throw some of my mid-grade to higher grade cards in, again, from my level. And then I grabbed a couple cards. I honestly, a lot of them I completely forgot about. Some of them I actually have been looking for on eBay, and now I have them. I'm like, oh, I have that card. So it's actually been beneficial, so thanks, Tony. So the first one up is the Billy Ripken F-Face card. This is the blacked out box. Now, if you've got the Beckett from about a month and a half ago or whatnot, they have all kinds of variations of this, which I didn't even realize there was like the white box, the white scribble, the black box, the actual F-Face on the bat knob. But I completely forgot I had this one. I've been looking for it. So this one is off the list because I have that. The next one up is a Bo Jackson from Pinnacle. This was an insert I pulled out of a pack probably like 4 or 5 years ago. Because as you all know, I still just love ripping junk era goodness. Or I like to call it Gen X goodness. And so this is one of the ones I pulled. I just thought it was a cool card. I mean, he's with the White Sox. He's at the end of his career. He's not the same Bo Jackson from back in the day. But that was just kind of cool. It's like, 10-year-old Jason opening a pack going, a Bo Jackson insert shiny card. Next one. I don't even remember how I got this card. And it's not in the best condition. It's actually centered really well. But the edges, because of the black border, are very suspect. And the corners are kind of soft. But it is a Hank Aaron, I believe, 1971, if that's not mistaken, card. I don't know if I've ever shown this card off. I know I knew I had it. I had not looked at it in probably a couple years again. And again, I'm not saying this card is in the immaculate condition, but it is my card that maybe my dad bought me or he gave me, or I maybe picked it up somewhere along the lines. But that's a cool card. Here's a card of a future Hall of Famer, in my opinion, who keeps getting snubbed because of his politics or whatever. And even though I don't agree with anybody's politics, I still think if you performed well on the field, whatever it is, you should get into the Hall of Fame. I don't care who you are. And it's Kurt Schilling. I pulled this out of a pack. I remember being so pumped. I pulled it out of a Kmart box, a Kmart of whatever the Topps Chrome. I bought a box like 8 years ago or whenever this came out. 2002, so it was probably maybe 8-9 years ago, just sitting on the shelf on the clearance section. And so anyways, I pulled that out. I've been sitting in the parking lot being thrilled pulling this. Like, oh my gosh, I got a Kurt Schilling relic card. Cool. It's probably from his jock. So there's that one. Here's another one I have. Another Hall of Famer. Great guy. Completely forgot I had this one as well. This has a pinstripe in it. Super cool. I'll pull this from a pack. Frank Thomas, I actually believe Luca's mom pulled this from a pack when we were opening boxes years ago when we were first married or whatnot. And I'd go down to the card shop and buy a box or two every once in a while. And she, I think, opened this and she was like, who's Frank Thomas? She goes, it says it's with the Oakland A's, but he's wearing a White Sox jersey. So that's perfect for Tony, it says Oakland Athletics. Yet he's wearing his White Sox jersey, and that does not look like the Oakland A's jersey. Here's one I bought on eBay, again, 10 years ago. I don't know, something like that. And it is Bo Jackson, Josh Hamilton, relic cards. I don't believe none of these cards I'm showing, I believe, are numbered. I just thought this was a really good, great-looking card. I'm sure they're readily available, but I just love this card. I love Bo Jackson. I was a big fan of Josh Hamilton. It's kind of, both of them have tragic stories for different reasons. Bo Jackson, because he had got injured and wasn't the same Bo Jackson we discussed a few moments ago that he was when he first came up in '86. Josh Hamilton had all the potential to be like a Bo Jackson, the power, the speed, the fielding. I thought his fielding was actually pretty good. But, you know, he let drugs get in the way, you know, and alcohol. And it sucks because you have that much talent and you self-implode. You do it to yourself. It's not from, you know, extenuating circumstances. It's from you doing it to yourself. And that's the worst kind, I think. I mean, when life happens, there's nothing you can do about it, you know. But when it's something that can be avoided, kind of sucks, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, that's a tragic story, but that's not what this is about. Then years ago, 15 years ago, 18 years ago, I sent off to this guy one of my very first autograph requests. And ever since then, excuse me, I've been picking up his cards whenever I can find them. And again, not that I forgot about these cards, but they haven't seen the light of day in a while. They're in a like I said, a box. So I want to show a run of 3 cards of Carl Erskine. Here he is with the Brooklyn Dodgers. I believe this is a 57. So this is a great card. I think this card actually looks fantastic. This back looks good. I think it's well centered. Sorry for any of the glare. But I really like this Carl Erskine card. There's that one. And then there's this here. Pink one. Of course, you know. 1959. Here. I love this card here. Carl Erskine looking so happy as he looks off in the distance when he's with the Dodgers in Los Angeles. So here he is. He still lives down the road from me. And I say that, people, I think some of the things I'm like joking around, but he literally lives a few miles away from me in Anderson, Indiana. And so it's like he still lives in the same place he's from. Not the same house, but the same town. So, you know, it's kind of cool. And I mean, he has to be up there in age, like in his early 90s, I would think. And then lastly is this here. I don't remember what year this is. Is it 54? Maybe, I want to say 1954. Y'all can, I'm sure someone will correct me if I'm wrong, but I love this Carl Erskine again. This is in really good shape for a card that's 65-ish years old. Right there, actually it says right there, Anderson, Indiana. Anderson, Indiana. So there is this Carl Erskine card. And then this card, honestly, I completely forgot. Like, this is a perfect reason to do this video. Because I completely forgot I'd pull this card. And it was out of an upper deck. I don't even know what. But it is of my favorite president of all time. The 43rd president of the United States, George W. Bush. I believe history will show that he actually was a tremendous president. People like to goof on him because he wasn't the best wordsmith. But he did such an amazing, I believe, job for not only America, but for the world at large. I think a lot of times people get caught up in some of the Iraqi war stuff and all that. But if you go back and research what he did for the continent of Africa, and what kind of programs and money and just time and effort that he put in that country, that continent, I think you'd be surprised at how much he really tried to do for the world, as well as I think he was a great president at a time that was tough for us. And, you know, like I said, he would say things that sometimes made people just go like, oh my gosh, and even myself sometimes. But I think he truly had a good heart. And I think he was not a malicious individual, and I think that a lot of times he always thought about what's best for our country. And you may not agree with his politics, and I'm not here to tell you his politics were the best in the world, but I think as a man, I think that he truly did care about what was best for our country. And hopefully we can all agree on that. So I found that card and I thought that was really cool. So anyways, that's my response video. A day late and $1 short. But Tony, you deserve it. You're a great, great man, and I enjoy your channel tremendously. And I'm not looking to get a single solitary thing from you or anybody. I just wanted to do this because you deserve it, man. My brother, well, you take care. Everybody check out Psych'd on baseball cards if you've not checked out his channel, but I'm sure if you're on mine, you've probably been at his. But until next time, peace, love, and New York Yankees. Woo!